Yep, this scam game is threatening to sue me. But let's get you all up to speed first. I dropped a couple of videos exposing Ultra Games for their latest project, Paradise, which in their own words is a GTA 6 rival. I mean, come on, seriously? That's cute. But this game doesn't exist. Recently myself, Jetro and a team of others have been digging into this company's shady practices, and of course our exposed videos have landed us on the radar of their legal team. Also, some of the background footage in this video is GTA 5 gameplay, just because Paradise/Ultra Games keep threatening to take down my content. The main points myself, Jetro and Clean Sanchez have raised in our videos is that a developer is claiming to work with large influencers, which they're not. They're also using trademarked and unlicensed cars, their trailer is hastily thrown together, and the main purpose of the project appears to be to push people towards their crypto pump and dump with their PAR token, amongst the hundreds of other things. In today's video, we're going to talk about the threats made from Paradise's developer, but firstly, I really think it's time to clear up some misconceptions. There's been hundreds of comments from people defending Paradise and the developer, so without further ado, let's dive right into it. There's been a few comments about the game being listed on Steam and Epic Games. This is something that myself and Jetro spoke about in our videos. The thing is, anyone can list a game on these sites. It's $100. Now the game was listed on Epic Games site 2 weeks ago and it was listed on Steam 1 week ago. Part of Steam's rules is that games can't have any crypto elements linked to it. So Paradise hid the crypto pages from their website to get through the manual review process. Next is the theory that this is actually Rockstar making this game to show us gameplay footage. To be clear, fraud, intellectual property theft, and questionable business dealings is not something that Take-Two or Rockstar would entertain. Plus, if Rockstar wanted to show us gameplay, they'd just show us gameplay. Then there's been quite a few comments about this being a GTA 6 crack. It's just not. Then we've had the people refuting it's an asset flip. There's hundreds of assets from asset packs and free and paid libraries in the game. Using the odd asset here and there wouldn't make this an asset flip, but half the assets in their trailer are pre-built. And talking about assets, a lot of their material for their marketing is also entirely different games. For example, this is Need for Speed, or this map location from GTA 5, which Jetro found in his latest video, or even the 11 Labs AI voices that they use in their trailers. Next, we have a lot of people getting confused about the differences between animation and a fully working game. Making a couple of scenes in Unreal Engine versus making a full-scale game is a completely different thing. You can pay people on Fiverr to create these scenes in Unreal Engine. Also, you can buy some standard scenes relatively inexpensively from many different asset libraries. Then of course, we have some of the community saying that if you fall for this scam, you deserve to get scammed. And somehow that excuses what Ultra Games/Paradise are doing, which obviously is just insane. Before we get to the lawsuit threats from Paradise, in the past 24 hours, the team within the Paradise investigation Discord found this trailer for an RP server called Paradise RP, which came out 8 months ago. This uses the same pacing, the same editing style, the same name, the same slogan at the end of the video, and the same song choice. Now, whilst there's no proof that this is linked to Paradise as in the game, it does look like at the very least, Ultra Games have just copied this trailer's format. So let's get into the emails. 5 days ago, I received this email from Ultra Games. We hope this message finds you well. We're writing to you on behalf of the Influencer Relations Department at Ultra Games. We greatly value the vibrant community of content creators such as yourself, who significantly enrich the gaming world and engage a wide audience with their creative insights and perspectives. Just so you know, I have put this through one of those AI things that tells you whether it was written by AI. The Influencer Relations team shouldn't be sending me legal notices. That should come from a solicitor or a legal team. Then they expressed their concerns that my exposed video about them didn't meet legal requirements. Their concerns were as follows. They weren't happy that I used their logo and called it a scam. Firstly, it just is a scam, but secondly, utilizing their logo is acceptable in context whilst talking about them as a topic, as long as I'm not infringing on their trademark. Which is very funny, as they don't even own the registered trademark for Paradise in the countries that they're retailing Paradise in, despite them saying it's registered on every single one of their trailers. They aren't happy I used clips of their trailer, which falls under fair use according to the DMCA regulations. Next, they aren't happy that I said that they aren't a partner with Epic Games. Now, in their original trailer, they said at the very start of the trailer that they are a partner with Epic Games, but if you go to the Epic Games store and look at the trailer on the store, they've removed the Epic Games logo from the start of it. Because one of Epic Games' regulations is that you can't say that you're partnered with Epic Games in your trailer if you're not. And when you upload your trailer to the Epic Games Store, it gets manually reviewed. So they've clearly removed this to get through Epic Games regulations. They simply paid $100 to list this game themselves on the Epic Games Store. The next point they make is that they aren't stealing people's user information. Now this was a point I raised in my original video because I had 8 direct reports of people's social media being accessed after they signed up utilizing the login system on the Paradise website. I also had some password reset emails sent to me for Instagram within the first 24 hours of me signing up to their website. Since my original video went live, they've since removed this contact form from their site. You guys can make up your own opinion on that, but in my opinion, as I stated in my original video, it's not a great look. Next, they go into detail about how I've made confidential information public. Apart from everything I spoke about in my original video was publicly available online, on their own website and in their trailer. Also, nowhere in these emails does it state that this email itself is confidential and not to be shared publicly. They then of course list all the crimes that they state I've committed. I of course decided to reply back to them. I basically stated that if they can answer my questions to a satisfactory level, I will remove my videos about them, as if they do honestly answer the questions, it would make my points null and void and it would make me severely wrong. You can pause if you want to read, but I want to get into their reply. Firstly, they keep saying that they want to collaborate with me and that they'll give me early access to the game. I'm getting really weird Stockholm Syndrome vibes from this. It's really strange. They then claim that all of my points come down to me misinterpreting everything, despite my questions being very clear and concise. They then state that they use different companies to manage their influencer relationships, and they stated that they have no recollection of contacting me, apart from the fact I was emailed by Rob Lee 4 times. According to their own website, Rob Lee is their influencer relationships manager. They also don't explain how they're working with Ali-A, Ninja and Pokimane, which was one of the key points of contention. For reference, every single piece of public information we've seen about this game has been from Rob Lee, and according to their original interviews about the game, which they've since removed from their YouTube channel, this is Rob Lee. I think that this is probably just a paid actor. They then detail how everything they do is in accordance with Steam and Epic Games terms and conditions. Now if that was the case, why did they remove everything to do with crypto from their website a week before they filed that application with Steam and Epic Games? However, their crypto coin still exists, it's just hidden publicly from their website to get themselves through the manual review process. The next bit is essentially them blaming a third-party web developer for influencers being on their website. They then state that it's our fault, us as the viewers, for misinterpreting that they are collaborating with these influencers, and it has obviously nothing to do with the fact that they put it on their own website and it was in the trailer. They then state that all of this misunderstanding was the reason it was removed from the website. They then state that the theory that they could be taking user data is based on guesses and coincidences, as I mentioned in my video. And in my video, I stated that it was just a theory and not to be taken as fact, and I even had a legal disclaimer in my video. But I do find it funny that out of all of the evidence raised against them, this is the only thing that they can bring up. Finally, they state that they're going to take this further with a third-party publishing company, and then this is the bit that just confuses the hell out of me. They then thank me for my continued interest in potential collaboration, despite me declining a collaboration on multiple occasions. It's just bizarre. Jetro's dropped a full video about his deep dive into this topic, and within the first 24 hours, it's on 130,000 views. So I have no doubt in my mind that Jetro will also be receiving a legal notice from this game. To summarize everything we've just gone through in this video, I asked them some simple questions. All they had to do was substantiate their relationships with the influencers like Ninja, Ali-A and Pokimane, but that's not something that they could do. Instead, they flipped it on its head and blamed us for believing that they were collaborating with these influencers. You guys can make of this as you will, and of course I'll keep you up to date if there's any more information. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Spin the cylinder, push it to my head.